Hello. Is this thing on? I think it's working. Hey, how are you? Fourth final game here. Eagle Ridge Community Center. Sheep, Bandits. It's late. My word economy is going to be something that I'm going to strive for here tonight. As few words as possible. Man, it's late. What is it? It's already, we're getting started at this one. 9:42 local time. Jeepers creepers. See how late this thing goes. Thrown up through the neutral zone. Sheep through the middle. Ball dropped off. Bandits throw it up the near side. Bouncing ball. Forced back into the corner. Into the Bandit zone. Bandits, by the way, if you're just joining us, Bandits in orange. The Sheep in black, pink, blue. The Sheep are in the squirrely colors. Shot out in front, diving at it, not quite able to bury it. Ball launched around the far side. Shot through traffic, bounces down below. Board battle along the wall, trying to pull it free. Sheep send it back, not quite able to get it on, and pass across, missed his man. Thrown ahead. Into the offensive zone, the Sheep drop it off. Shot, stick save, loose out in front and swept out of danger. In deking, shot scores! In tight, Sean Pander. And the Sheep lead early in this thing. Sheep have had a tough start to the season. Normally, we're used to seeing them at the top. However, through their first 5 games, a 2-3 record, -1 goal differential. The Dragons still the class of the division. They beat up on everybody. Somehow they're the only team over 500. I don't know how that works, but that's allegedly the case. 7-0-0 after their win here tonight. Ball thrown ahead. Bandits back for it. Backhanded up the floor. Bouncing ball. Bandits hustling after it. Not quite able to get to it. Griffin shot. Patted aside. Stepping around, looking for someone to offload to. He does. Back to him. Shot. Missed. Loose. And now settles down below the goal. The near side corner. To the point. Shot. Blocked. Bandits force it to the corner. Soto hemmed in. Lost possession. A couple of these guys actually just played like 5 minutes ago with the other teams. Pass across. Not able to get it through. Griffin shot. Blocked. Now it's thrown up the floor. Nice back check there. Stop that one. It's right below us. Moves up the floor. In over the line. Shot. Covered up. And we get a stoppage here. Who's the Bandits goalie here? Gavin Gould, is that? It's a 31 on the sleeve. Gavin Gould in net here. Done all right for the Bandits so far this season. Quick shot, that one kicked aside by Gould. Gould an 86 save percentage. Allowed 14 goals in his first 4 starts. A 1-1-1 record. Bandits in over the line, just offside. You could see over here on the near side that Naswell went in a little bit too soon, so they're going to have a face-off just outside of the Sheep zone. If you're just joining us, thanks for finding us on the VIBHL's new home, YouTube. The same network as Mr. Beast brings you the VIBHL. Pass across. Griffin nearly tucked it home on the far side. Ball bounces around behind. Pander picks it up, drops it back. Far side, Nelson. Stick handling, looking for someone to send it to. Finds his man on the far side. Back for Nelson on the near, just below us. He kitty corners it through the middle. Griffin weaving his way to the net. Shot scores! Oh, a sneaky shot. Low glove side. Just about a foot off the floor. And Griffin finds the net. Nice performance by him. It's the thing. Your shot doesn't have to always be hard as long as it's accurate. Griffin played earlier today 2 goals with the Dragons. And he's already got another one here with the Sheep. So far in the season, 7 goals, 10 points through 5 games for the Sheep captain. Nelson picks it up down below the net. Looks a floor, trying to suss out his options. Bouncing ball, knocked down. Bandits back the other direction. Hacking at it, lost possession. Jennings up the floor. He's over the blue line. Tried to deke his way through, couldn't quite make it. Now they battle right below us. And bring it into the Sheep zone. Shot, that one missed. Thrown ahead. Bandits back into the zone, and this one goes for icing. Face-off. We'll head it all the way back down to the Bandit zone. If you can get a shot of the benches, you can see just how short the Sheep's bench is. They've only got 3 on theirs, and then over on the Bandit side of things, they've got 6, so a full line change and then some. We'll see. The Sheep have gotten ahead early. Maybe that means they can conserve some energy through the later portions of this game. Ball makes its way back to the point. A shot wide by the Sheep defender. Jennings on that far side wall. Just trying to hold the ball through the middle. Nifty move in. Shot. Missed. And now Pander over on the far side sends it back to the point. Nelson winds up. Fakes the shot. Gets it to Pander on the half wall. Stepping through. Backhander pass. No look and nobody there to receive it. Now walking around. Sheep. Jennings through the middle, shot, covered up, and we'll get a stoppage here as Gould holds on. What are we at here? Not even 6 minutes into this thing. 2-0 for the Sheep. Sheep out shooting 8-0. Bandits looking for their first shot on goal, despite them rather significantly outnumbering the Sheep in terms of personnel reinforcements. Ball thrown ahead by the Bandits, far side. Stopped up before he could get across the blue line. They're going to try it again on the near side, see if they can make it. Olsen brings it in along the halfway. Cycles to the corner. With it now, Taylor. Centering chance, not able to get it through. Still stuck below the goal. Taylor tried to get it to the point. Pocket picked. Nelson looks up the floor. Now he's lost possession. Bandits. Shot. Blocked. Still not quite able to make it to the net. Clearing attempt. Pander tries to drive it through. Couldn't quite get possession of it. So back for it. Tyler Naswell has a bit of time to group up and see where he wants his teammates to go. Naswell ahead. Through the middle, lost possession. Foot race for it. Back to the point. Thrown ahead. In over the offensive line. Naswell in, centered, shot. What a pad save there. It's pushed to the far corner. Brought out in front again. Loose in the blue paint. Spinning. Shot. Over the top. Off the side of the net on the second effort. And now the Sheep retrieve it in the far side corner. A little bit of battling, a little hacking, whacking, etc. Sheep trying to clear it. They get it out. Over the line. Riddle tried to drop it off for Griffin. Couldn't quite get it to him accurately. Now moving through. Near side, Griffin, deking, trying to get it on. Backhander, scores! Forehand, backhand, back of the net. Caleb Griffin, second of the night, third of the game for the Sheep. And just like that, 3-0. Sorry, I forgot to update the score clock there. That's my bad. Pace off center floor. Bandits trying to get back into this thing. They are not in a good way. Griffin wins the draw. Pass floated ahead. Griffin, a one-touch pass back to the defenseman Nelson. Now it's thrown into the offensive zone. Bandits get back for it in their own end. Chipped behind. Centering pass, Griffin through his legs. Nearly found Riddell out in front. And another shot easily gobbled up by Gould. That's quite the alliteration there. Another face-off inside the Bandit zone. Griffin in to take the draw against Harrison Siemens. Siemens spent a couple seasons with the Scorpions in the lowest division. Basically dominated dominated the whole division. One of the top scorers. Finally playing up where he should be in Division 1-2. He's a heck of a player. Ball launched across to the far side by the Sheep. Bandits intercept. Bring it back with a bit of space in their own zone. Stretch to the far side, intercepted. In, driving the net, across. Griffin tried the toe drag. Ball hopped over his twig. Now to the near. Point, back down low to the half wall. Tried to throw it through the middle, turned over. Off to the races. 2-on-1 here for the Bandits. In over the blue line, he delays. Throws it through, bouncing. Gloved out of the air by Nelson, who brings it behind his net, buying himself a bit of time. Near side, over the red line. Through the middle. Chasing after it. Not quite able to beat the Bandits swatting at it. Able to hold it in the zone, though. We got a call coming here. And what do we got? Man in the box, 2 minutes for tripping. It's number 2 in orange, Leland Soto. First power play of the game goes to the team that, frankly, does not need the power play. Sheep leading 3-0. Get a 2-minute man advantage. 7:25 left in the first half. Sorry, I forgot we don't have a clock on this thing. I need to do time checks a little bit more regularly. Nelson has it. Near side. Griffin on the half wall. Back to the point. Back for Griffin. Shot. Shoulder to side. Nice waffle board stop there. A waffle board stop. Very different than a waffle stomp. Do not Google that one. Bandits quickly able to clear it. They throw it all the way down. Ridiculous. Sheep with it. 1:26 left in the Sheep power play. In driving the net. Jennings shot. Pad save by Gould, and now it's thrown up. Sheep still in the zone. Near side, Griffin faked the shot, stepped to the middle, trying to find a lane. He got one and fired it about a 1.5 feet over the net. Back to the point, near side, Griffin tried a one-touch pass across for Nelson. Lost it. Look at the speed on the back check there for Nelson, though. As the man in deep and just blocked the centering pass there. Man, that guy's got wheels. Sheep pass across near side. Griffin a bit of time. Through the middle. Nelson shot. That one missed. Hacking and whacking. Pander got it back to the point. Griffin. Nelson shot. Pad save. Griffin steps through the middle. Drops it back. Near side, Nelson. Stepping through, cycles down below. Pander back to the point. Far side, Griffin. Shot. That one missed. Settles on the near side. We're even strength. Soto out of the box was yelling for it at the Sheep blue line, trying to get a stretch pass to him and a breakaway. Not quite able to. The Sheep still controlling possession in their zone. Bandits now with it, have some time. They look up the floor. 5:03 left in the first half here. Shots 12-4 for the Sheep. Not able to capitalize on the power play, but I'm sure they'll get a chance to try again at some point in time. It's the last game of the night. It's going to go to at least midnight. That's what always happens. In on the rush, shot, safe, rebound, bounces wide. Good chance there for the Bandits. Back to the point, held at the line. Far side, just missed his man. Now up the floor. Tries to chop it to the middle, can't quite get there. Now it's chipped up the far side wall. Driving the net, Siemens across, shot, what a save! Unbelievable stop there. Holy. Cross crease. And that's the thing about ball hockey. You can't just push off and slide across to make that save. You could see him lift his leg and plop it down right before that ball came across. That was unbelievable. What a cross-seam pass there. Had him dead to rights, still somehow made the stop. Shot, blocked. Sheep bring it up the floor. Jennings in, shot, missed high. Chop back to the point. A little bit of battling as the Bandits gain the zone. Spinning backhand pass, turned the wrong direction. And now the Sheep regain possession. Over the red. Over the blue, delays. Pass across, Jennings in. Far side, scores! That's Pander with a nice goal there. Buries it. That's 2 points for him on the evening. What a run. Some of these guys are having really good nights. Griffin, 3 goals. Already with a hat trick. Patty Nelson, 3 assists. He's just like Lane Hudson on the back end, or should I say Lane Hudson's like Patty Nelson back there. Jennings in, pass across, not able to find his man out in front of the net. It's a heck of a, he's very elusive and quick on that back end, Nelson. When he wants to generate offense, he can sure as heck do it. Bandits push down behind the goal. Stretch pass, in on the rush, shot, scores! Low right along the floor. Found the back of the net, off the rush. That one, Brady Hewitt Wilcox. And now it's 4-1 again. Sorry, my bad. I forgot to update the scoreboard here. What are we at here? There we go. Fixed up. 3:02 left in the first half. Chipped ahead. Griffin had that one knocked away from him. Stretch pass. Knocked down by the Bandits. Shot. Stick save. Covered up. Looks like he wants to offload it to somebody, so he has. Back behind. Nelson looks up the floor. Stretch pass. Found Griffin in the neutral zone. Bouncing ball. Sheep gained the zone. Stepped through the middle and play blown dead for offside. I guess he didn't quite get it across the blue line on that stick handle, according to the referee. So we get a stoppage. 4-1. 2.5 minutes left in the first half here. And we're ready for another faceoff here just outside of the Bandit zone. Draw one back. Bandit stepping in over the line. Through the middle. Shot. Jennings launched it high. Bandits bringing it back. Down below. Olsen. Bit of time. Looking for someone to offload to. Still looking for someone to offload it to. Intercepted. Pass through the middle. Picked off. Thrown up the floor. And over the line, Hewitt Wilcox. He chips it. Chasing after it. Sheep goalie out to rim it all the way around. They battle on the near side wall. Bouncing ball on that far side. Bandits in the offensive zone for a little while here for one of the first times here tonight. 90 seconds left in the half. Ball bouncing loose. Nearly found its way. We got a call coming here. Patty Nelson heading to the box. And Nelson not happy with that one, but pretty clearly threw a hip check there on the Bandits captain. Good for Rico Soto to draw one there and maybe get his chance, or his team a chance, to get back into this thing. Looking at the clock right now, it's in alphabetical order. It's in numerical order, I should say. 1:23 left on the clock. And the score just after it is 4 for the Sheep. Bandits out in front. Shot. Bandits on their first power play of the night. Got 1:50 left on the man advantage. See if they can do something with it. Bandits rim it around the near side. Back to the point. Olsen chopped it to the half wall. Back for Olsen. Steps to the middle. Gets it across D to D. Back for Olsen. Near side. Throws it far. 48 seconds left in the frame. Shot through traffic. That one blocked and pushed down to the far corner. They battle along the half wall. Pulled back and the defender just missed that pass. That's a tough break. 30 seconds left in the period. 1:07 left in the power play. They got to move now if they want one. And the Sheep seem to want it just a smidge more as he's in on the rush. Gets it across. Pander's shot blocked. Cycled down below. Bandits hustling it up the floor. In, trying to beat the buzzer and not quite able to. A nice stop there right as the horn sounded. And we'll head to the intermission. Score 4-1. We'll have 37 seconds on the man advantage once things get back going again for the Bandits. And like I pointed out earlier, if you take a look, you can just see the difference. Look how sparse the Sheep bench is, but that's not holding them back tonight at all. Had a rather magnificent goaltending from their keeper thus far. A couple of really big stops. And then we can look across over at the other bench, and you can see not many more, but certainly more reinforcements than the 3 that are allowed to sit on the Chiefs bench. Goaltending there from Gould. He's looked pretty good at times here tonight. And we'll get ready as the players make their way back to center floor here. Okay. Have a seat. Unless you want to go, you can go if you want. All right, face off center floor. One back, they bring it below us here. Ball chipped across into the offensive zone. It bounces across to the near side point. Shot, blocked, back to the point. Pass near side, along the half wall, through the middle. What a stick stop there. And now up the floor, Jennings. He's looking to clear it. Opts to lob it down, and it makes its way into the Bandit zone. We are even strength. Nelson out of the penalty box and off to the bench as things get underway. Cross, chasing after it, trying to get it on. Not quite able to. Throwing up the near side. Through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end, shot. That one bounces over, rebound, and he finds the back of the net. Bandits get one on the board there, and see the stick taps of celebration there as they salute the recent goal scorer. That was Brady Hewitt-Wilcox, who now makes his way back to center floor for another face-off here. Ready for the draw, one back. Sheep forced into their own zone. Into the corner, out in front, shot, pad save, scramble out in front of the net, and ball bounces back to the point. Sheep trying to spring their man on the rush. And they're in battling along the near side half wall. Tried to chop it ahead, not quite able to clear it. Pinching in, driving the net. Where is it? It's in there somewhere. Yeah, you could see it. The ball just sitting outside of the crease there. Picked up by the referee, and look at those caps. Those are pretty good too. And we get ready for the draw here. Face off. One back by the Sheep. Across, looking to try and find a lane to the net. Bounces back to the point. Now Jennings moving through, trying to find a lane to the net. Shot, missed. Jennings has had a few really good chances today, but missed on most of them. And there go the Bandits into the offensive zone. Looking, trying to set up. Loose out in front. Just missed it. Skittered across the goal line there. And now the ball on the far side. Brought back down below. Now out in front. Nifty move to sneak away from traffic there. And a stretch pass. Blocked off. Near side. Shot. Punched out of the air. Lands in the near side corner. That one in towards the goal. Not in the back of the net. It looked like they were trying to celebrate to say that it was a goal, but it's in the glove there. Pulled loose. And the face-off. Oh, wrong side. Over on that side here. Face-off. One back. Off to the races. Jennings chips. Chases after it. Look at him go. He's got help. He finds him. Griffin's shot. That one redirected into the corner. Rimmed around behind the near side. Jennings looking for Griffin. Pocket picked and forced back down low. Floating pass. Found his man on the goal line. And he goes. Deke, what a stop. Bit of time now down below. Up the floor, pass through the middle. Now back in, trying to drive the net. Pocket picked. Sheep up the floor. Hopefully Nelson's okay. He's slow to get up here. Now he's the last line of defense. Shot, punched out of the air. Ball lands on the near side. Shot. Down below the goal. Bit of time here. He's going to take it. Pass up through the middle. And the Sheep gain the zone. Rim down low. Push around. The man's got it down below the goal line. He brings it up. Stretch pass across. And look at him go. Into the offensive zone. Shot. That one just missed and has rimmed around the near side. And it's all the way back in this direction. Ball in the corner. Rimmed back to the point here. D to D. Shot. Intercepted. Back the other direction now. Bandits in over the line. Thrown ahead. Pass through the middle. The man right below us, that's Caleb Griffin. He throws it back to his point man. And looking across. Cross seam. Griffin in, deking, trying for his fourth shot. Tried to bat it out of the air, but that one covered up. And Gould holds on. Nice stop there by the netminder in orange. As the linesman brings the ball over. See how close we can get on this face-off here. Ball won back by the Sheep. To the point. Shot. Tipped. It's loose on that far side. Pulled free. Thrown ahead, stretch pass, and over the line, deking his way through and redirected to the near side corner. Centered, shot, scores! It's in the back of the net. A nice pass from down low to the man out in front. And he's done it again. Hewitt Wilcox, another goal. And things are closer now. 10:52 left. It's a 2-goal game here at Eagle Ridge. Actually, it's a 1-goal game, excuse me, 4-3. See if the Sheep can hold on, or if their lack of bodies is going to add up here. Up the floor, Jennings gains the zone. Push to the near corner. Stepping in, that one gobbled up by Gould. Get a stoppage here. Going to take the draw here for the Bandits, Harrison Siemens. He wins it cleanly. Ball right below me. In, centering pass, missed everybody. Winds up on that far side. Shot, that one up into the netting and a play. And we'll have a stoppage here. Just one more look at how few reinforcements. Look at that, the Sheep. Only 3 players on their bench. And here come the Bandits with another line change. They've got a rather decent complement of guys that they can use as reinforcements. Face off, won by the Bandits. They step through the middle. Ball makes its way back to the point. Shot, pad save, loose out in front. Tried to clear it, now it's a foot race. Bandits got back for it first, that's Olsen. Brings it down below us here. Throws it through the middle. Makes its way to the far side. Siemens looking, trying to find a lane to the net. Centering pass, that one blocked. Pander tried to get it through, couldn't quite. Shot, that one bounces down below. Now to the far side. Again down below, trying to kick it loose. It's a close game here at Eagle Ridge. The Sheep lead 4-3. They're hemmed in their own zone. They have been hemmed in their own zone for quite a bit. Stretch pass, finds a man on the blue line. He gets stopped up. And now we're back the other direction. Sheep moving in, pass across, shot, off a body. Wound up just wide. Down below the goal, looking for someone to get it to out in front. Found his man at the point. Shot, blocked, winds up on the far side. Bandits trying to clear it, not quite able to. Chipping pass. This one goes all the way into the Sheep zone. It's rimmed around the near side. Now back down low. He's got a bit of time. Imagine he's going to launch it. Found a man in the neutral zone. Stepping in. Now they run just below us here. The Sheep turned it back in the other direction. And ball bouncing around in the neutral zone. It's like they're playing Pong from back in the day. Brings it up the near side, tries to center. Picked up by Jennings. Jennings throws it ahead. Now went over the line. He has it. Drops it back. Shot. Floating. Bouncing in into the breadbasket. He holds on. And we have a face-off just on the right side of the Bandits zone here. What do we got left on the clock? 7:17 remaining in regulation. If we do a quick scoreboard check. 4-3 here for the Sheep. Shots on goal 20-16 for the men in black. Bandits up the floor. Pass through the middle, found the trailer. He's in, lost it. Sheep, pick it up. Push it back in this direction. Dump in. Back forward, he rims it up the wall. It's floating in the neutral. Oh, I thought he was going to pass it. Now he does, near side. In on goal, that one punched out of the air, redirects to the near side corner. Battling after it. Stretch pass. Griffin in on the rush. Deeks shot, blocked. What a stop there. Trying to find a man in the middle. His centering pass blocked and sent back to the point. Just in over the line. Bandits shot, blocked. Nelson looks up the floor, chasing after it. It's a foot race. The Sheep win it. Spins in on goal. That one just missed. In shot. That one just high from Nelson. Tracking him down. Up the floor they come. Bandits looking for some options. Sheep have it. Drop back. Now sent ahead. Sheep trying to gain the zone. Not quite able to. Bandits force it back the other way. And are behind the Sheep net. Backhanded. It's in the back of the net. Oh my gosh. We have a tie game here. 4-4. 5:03 left in regulation. And it was an absolute beauty. Just a second effort. That's what it was all about. And we see Sheep goalie trying to refocus himself here. Tough, tough, tough. Have your team let that lead slip away. Sheep win this draw back. Tie game, 4 per side, 5 minutes left. Things have just got interesting. Not that they weren't before, but significantly interesting is what I should be saying. Ball sent around behind. Up the wall. In after it. A little bit of battling here. Scores! Stepped in an innocuous shot. And that is the stick that has given the Bandits the lead here. 5-4. What a collapse here for the Sheep. Got to imagine it's in part the lack of reinforcements for them. But man, what a run. The Sheep were up 4-1 at one point in time. Now they trail 5-4. This is not the way that they would want it to finish up here. See what they can do about it though. Nelson not giving up on the game yet. Chops it into the Bandits zone. Thrown up through the middle. Soto carries it up. Drops it back. Maybe just trying to kill the clock here. 4:05 left in regulation. Thrown ahead. Bounces down below us. Bandits with it. Up the floor. In over the line. Stepping through. Trying to get it on goal. Shot. Stop. Covered. And what a save there by the Sheep goalie. Could have used that type of save a few minutes ago. Man, shots on goal now swung in favor of the Sheep. 21-20. Excuse me, in favor of the Bandits, 21-20. Bandits lead 5-4. Draw, won by the Sheep. Floating pass, in over the line. Nelson in on the rush, not able to beat the ball to the goalie. Would have had a decent chance there. As I mentioned, when he gets going, he gets going. Looks like he's really not giving up on this thing. See what centerman Caleb Griffin has to say. Actually, he's dropping back. Maybe going for a quick one-timer here if the Sheep can win the draw. Draw won by the Bandits. It's in the corner. Thrown ahead. Into the corner. Far wall. Bandits back to the point. Olsen shot through traffic. That one off the back wall. Stretch pass. Nelson in. Wins the race to icing. Nelson centers. Back for Griffin. Tries to get a shot on, and that one covered up. And we get a stoppage here. As we say, one of our beautiful VIBHL referees out there. Look at him. What a handsome devil. One of the longest serving VIBHL refs. I think in my first game I ever played in 2021, he was one of the refs. And we have a timeout called here. So the Sheep game planning on the floor. Let's get the expert lip readers out here to see exactly what these guys are saying to one another. Bandits have an idea of what they're saying. Just kill the clock. 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. Two minutes and 52 seconds can be nothing in ball hockey, but it can also feel like an eternity. We'll see which one it's about to feel like here at Eagle Ridge. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for staying up late, 10:30. Draw one and cleared by the Bandits. Out of his net to play it, the Sheep goalie. Up the floor a little bit here and wheel from his Sheep bench as Jennings brings it in, pocket picked. Griffin pushed and shoved, and now it's a foot race. Griffin pocket picked him, and now Jennings in over the line. Across shot. That one did not connect. Thrown up that far wall. In chasing after it. Through the Bandits. In, shot, saved, and he was able to pinch that one. Well, that one was pinched up high in his shoulder. And we get a stoppage here. Just under 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Face off. One back. The Sheep have it behind their goal. Pass up that far wall. Now to the near side. Nearly intercepted. Bandits do get a touch on it and throw it back in the direction that they want it. In, driving the net. Pushed around. Jennings back for it. He looks up the floor. To the near side. The Sheep chip and chase after it. Back to the point. Shot through traffic. In on goal. Ball floating, and Naswell jumps up and knocks that one to the corner. Pass back to the point. And the Bandits move it just below us. Bandits in first. You can tell the Sheep's legs have just given out on them. 52 seconds left in regulation here. Jennings up the floor, drop back. Pass back to the point. Empty net here for the Sheep. They're going 6-on-5 to try and tie this thing. Shot, just missed. And now that one cleared all the way down. Goes for icing. We'll have a face-off. All the way back here. And as you can see, Sheep goalie remaining on the bench. They'll keep this thing 6-on-5 as we get ready for the face-off deep in the Bandit zone here. Puck one back, shot from distance, missed by about a foot on the right side, and oh, they scored. Jeez, tie game, 17.2 seconds left. Holy, it's gonna be a late night here. 5-5, tie game. Are we going to overtime? Or is somebody gonna make a quick play here? Wow, that's big. Reminder, overtime, 3 minutes at 3-on-3. Draw one back by the Sheep. Thrown ahead. 10 seconds left in the period. They battle in the corner. Sheep trying to pull it loose. Shot, bounces over. 2 seconds left. One right in on goal, and play blown dead. 0.8 left on the clock. And we are, they let it go. They let it go. We're going to overtime here. Look at that. Identical numbers on the scoreboard here. 22 shots on goal per side. We head to the break. 5-on-5. Or 5-2-5. And we'll see what the game plans are. Check in with the referees to see what the heck they're up to. Look at those handsome Devils. Maybe the cutest couple in the VIBHL. Mike Nielsen, Dave Reddy. Big thanks to them for being in the scorer's box here tonight. Nielsen's been out here all 4 games. He coached for the Victoria Anarchy and the Victoria Dragons. Gave him a little bit of heck earlier on for being by far the baldest coach in the VIBHL, but 2 good guys, and their countless hours of volunteering are one of the many examples of what makes this league so great here in the greater Victoria area. 3-on-3, 3 minutes. Sheep, Bandits. We'll see who wins. Jennings throws it up the near side. Nelson in over the line. Stick handling through the middle. Gets it across to Griffin. Got a bit of time. Just holding the ball. Trying to keep possession. Cross for Nelson. He has a man on him, but tried to move through him anyways. The Bandits pick it up. Pass through the middle. In, off to the races. Shot, kick save. Picked up by Jennings on the near side. He looks ahead. Griffin runs just below us here. Bides his time. Hasn't quite gained the zone yet, but hasn't seen the entrance he wanted. Throws it to the corner. Nelson hustles in after it. Drop back for Jennings. He's got it on the half wall. Nelson winds up. Doesn't quite take the shot. Now he does. It's blocked. Nelson far side. Griffin in, pass across, shot, scores! An absolute beauty. Caleb Griffin to Brody Jennings. And that is that. The Sheep nearly lost it. They held on and get the win here in our last game at Eagle Ridge for the evening. For the Bandits, yeah, they lost, but yeah, they were able to still salvage a point in the standings. A huge comeback. They were down 4-1 at one point in time. You would have thought there is no way that these guys are going to come back, and they showed some heart. They did. 3-on-3, the Sheep were just a little bit too much for them here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Did you dump it? Or are we still going? We're still going? Perfect. Aiden, can we have you on for a second?
I would love to, but I have been here for 11
Okay, we're getting the heck out of here. Let's go.